can feel there's a bug crawling around in my helmet. Ugh, horrible feeling. That's the Perth Hills up ahead that you can kind of see there behind the houses. Lots of good riding up there. My other student's already here. Awesome. Gonna be finishing extra early. Alright, he's going to a private screen again. We'll be back again live once I am back on the road.
much would a ninja bike that cost? I mean, obviously she's got her own bike, of course she's even like the yellow bike as well.
Sorry?
Like the ninjas and all that, what are they worth?
Ninjas at the moment, those 250s, you can pick them up for about 2.5, 4 grand. Well, because they're quite old now. Because they were replaced by the 300 ninjas.
Yeah.
And now you've got the 400 ninjas that are out now.
But they're not lambs, are
Yeah.
they?
They're the one lambs bike at the moment that have got the highest power to weight ratio that you can get without it having to be restricted. Last time I checked anyway.
Last time, yeah. It does change.
Yeah, when more bikes come out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but those 400 ninjas are awesome little bikes.
The position for me is leaning over too much with my back. I don't think I can handle it.
No, the 400 ninjas, you're not actually leaning over that far. So a big guy like you would still be fairly upright. But otherwise, if you don't like the sportier bikes, go for like the Nakeds. Like,
a bit of a crossover, isn't it?
Yeah, like I'm starting to really enjoy the naked bikes because they're upright, but then they can still be sporty and fun, leaning into corners and stuff. I do miss my super sports though. Alright, you see me alright? No, you can't because you just knocked my intercom off. So when you're putting on your helmet, try not to grab the intercom. There we go. And there we go, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Sweet.
What's your dream bike?
My dream bike, I already had it, ZX10.
Oh, really?
I would honestly love to get a Panigale, a Ducati Panigale, but they're just too expensive to maintain.
Oh, what, really?
Yeah.
What's that?
Oh, servicing costs are through the roof.
Is it like shaft or something?
Oh, I don't know. I just know Ducati charge an arm and leg, a kidney and your firstborn child to service them. Jack bikes, you can never go wrong. Like, yeah, they still are pricey to service sometimes.
What would it cost to service one?
On average, this one costs about $250 to $300 for a minor service.
Yeah, right.
Intermittent service cost me about $600,
What is the service?
and then a major service costs around $1,000.
Yeah, right. What's the cutting code and service when you do a bike change?
Oil change, just checking, like lubing up stuff, and yeah. The major service, they rip the bike apart to check the valves and stuff, the valve clearances and stuff like that. That's why that's so expensive. It's just all labour, really. Unlike a car where everything's like easily accessible right there. And I've worked on a Supra. Had you worked on a 300 ZX? Those things have got no room in their in their engine bays.
I mean, I've always for myself stuff
Go to the tip.
You know it.
That's why I like my jack bikes. Like this bike that I'm on at the moment, it's an '09 model. They don't make them anymore after '09, but I can still get plenty of parts for it.
Yeah, right.
Even new.
They're popular.
Yeah. All right. Cheers for coming early. All right. We're going to head out to the that way. We're going to turn left at the end of the road. Okay. When you're ready, sir. Did you get my message, or did you just rock up early? Oh, fair enough. Turning right just here, sorry? Well, yeah, because that lesson that I just did then, I was meant to be at his house at like 9:10, but I ended up getting to it at 9. And then, yeah, so we ended up finishing a bit earlier. You do what my wife does. She stalks me too. She looks at the stream and she's just like, oh, he's almost home. no, that's fine. That's the one time we go to the middle of the lane, yeah. So the oil slick, yeah. Yeah, so park car and oncoming car, yeah, we split the distance between both hazards. Turning right at the end here. So let's try to get our speed up a lot more when we're on the main roads, because we don't want to be cruising 10 k's under the speed limit everywhere. Alright, it's getting up to speed nice and early. Then we're going to take our next right-hand turn, okay? Maintain 60 along here at least. Used to be 110 along here, but I'm not sure at the moment. Yeah, they've probably rezoned it now, so it probably is just probably 60 or 50. Alright, we're going to turn right up here. Yep, so moving to your right now. Indicating to let people know what's going on. And when and if you can, getting yourself up to 90. That bike will probably struggle to do just over 80 maybe. So just do the best you can, it's fine. You don't have to duck down or anything. Oh, you don't need to. You can literally just sit on the bike. That's it. The wind's not going to do anything. Doing good. Open that throttle all the way up as far as it'll go. Alright, it's back to our right hand wheel track now, so we can be away from the tree line, just in case anything wants to jump out at us. Yeah, back to your left now, because of the oncoming car, yep. There we go, good work. Now, end of the road, we're going to turn left. Now, with train tracks, just remember to look right, look left, or look left or right. Just look both ways before crossing them, okay? Turning left at the end here. That's fine. Excellent work seeing the stop sign. And off we go. We don't want to be just sitting here just checking our mirrors and stuff like that while there's cars coming up behind us. Yep, that's why we've got to just double check them before we take off when we first start. Yeah, it's all good. Indicator off, and only 60 through here. Right hand wheel track, because we want to be away from all these bushes and crap on the side of the road. It's just more about giving yourself more time to react to something, that's all. You can't believe what? Yeah. Well, they're putting a massive roundabout here, apparently. That's what they're doing. We're going to be turning right, but we've got oncoming cars. It's alright, may as well stay where you are now because you've already made the mistake. And turning right here. Now, it's only 60 through here at the moment, okay? Just want to stop within a metre of the giveaway line. And good to go after this horse float. Left-hand wheel track straight away because of the oncoming car. How'd you feel riding at the higher speeds? Cool. Yep. Right-hand wheel track. Yeah, that's why we don't always just do low speed stuff. Like, I do take people into higher speed zones deliberately to give them that experience. With train tracks, don't slow down for them if there's nothing going on. Just keep your speed up and look both ways before crossing. At the lights, we're going to turn right. Off the oil slick. So you don't want to be riding on that oil slick at the moment, especially with how bad it is right there. Turning right at the roundabout. Slowing it down. Bit more, bit more. There we go. So when you come into twisty sections like that, you want to try and do most of your braking and your slowing down in the straighter sections, rather than doing it when you're leaning the bike over. Over our shoulder for the merge. So with merge points, indicate, mirror, shoulder check. You had your indicator on, but you just didn't look over your shoulder or check your mirrors there. So yeah, just gotta be careful with that. I would have stayed to my left there because you can't see up the road any further. So there's no point moving over until you can see further up the road. There we go, checking the side. Keeping our speed up as much as we can. Well, you generally can hear that bike when it's... yeah. our mirrors so we know who's behind us. Always want to check your mirrors before you're going to start braking, or if you know you're going to be braking soon, always good to check your mirrors. Especially coming up to like a set of traffic lights, for example. You want to check your mirrors long before you get to the lights, because if it suddenly goes amber and you need to brake, you don't want to brake heavily with a truck behind you, for example. Now we're just going to take our second left-hand turn. Yep, just coming up just here. Now just remember, with a bike lane there on the edge of the road, just got to check the bike lane before we actually turn across it, okay? Yep. Trap for beginners, did you say? Oh, I got my dirty little tricks. Yep, straight through. If you don't hear an instruction, just follow the road as it goes. Usually if you don't hear anything from me, at least, there's usually a good reason for it. Checks. Turning right at this roundabout. Just got to indicate for your exits, okay? Then we're going to turn right at this roundabout. At the light's going to turn left. Yeah, it's days like this I love my job. No rain. So see how you just cut the bike lane there? Yeah, try to always avoid those solid white lines. Right-hand wheel track, because we've got the island in the middle of the road now. So remember, guideline with the island, right-hand wheel track, unless we're turning left or if there's a vehicle in the middle of the island. Checking our mirrors because we know we're going to be braking soon. What lane do we need if we don't need the right-hand lane? Alright, so when you're going to change your lane or when you're going to change your lanes, move to the wheel track that's closest to that lane that you're changing to first, then start your lane change, okay? So move to the wheel track that's closest to the lane that you're going to first. So you're in your right-hand lane, right-hand wheel track. You should have moved to your left-hand wheel track first, then did your lane change. You kind of just did it all from the edge of the road there. Yeah. Alright, at the lights we're going to be turning left and then taking our first right-hand turn. Remember to indicate for your exit there. Yep. So we had the bike lane there we should have checked all the way to your left at the moment. And then we're taking our first right-hand turn. Cool. And we're just going to pull over in front of that car in the parking bay up ahead, okay? Yep, in the parking bay. Yeah, just says fine. You can switch her off for a second. Just want to explain that corner to you a little bit better and what you should be doing. So yeah, we had the bike lane there, so we should have shoulder checked the bike lane. So say our slip lane's coming up where the drain is there. And we've got the bike lane this far back from that drain. I'd probably be shoulder checking the bike lane from that far back.
From this far back?
Yeah.
Okay. And the solid line's going nearly all the way, isn't it? You can't cross it.
Yeah, you can't cross it until you reach those dotted white lines, yeah. Okay. So yeah, just shoulder check that bike lane. Yeah. When you're going into a slip lane, try to follow the curb. Yeah. Because you want to close that gap off on your inside line as soon as possible. Yeah. So if you're turning right, get over to your right straight away. If you're turning left, get over to your left straight away. When we turned onto the next road,
this one,
you didn't do anything wrong. You actually did everything really well, but you made everything so much more harder for yourself.
Probably, yeah.
Because you did everything by stages.
I was trying to think this.
Yeah.
It's digital.
No, that's fine. When we're turning onto a road, we can go to whichever lane we need, whichever wheel track we need straight away in one smooth turn, without having to look over our shoulders or anything. Yeah. So what we should have done back there was exactly what I did, what you would have noticed where I was. Go straight into that right-hand lane, right-hand wheel track. Yeah. All in one big go.
You're already there.
And already there. That way we don't have to do a lane change, and then we don't have to look over our shoulder multiple times. Another thing that you could have made life easier for yourself as well, fair enough, you did the lane change, you did it properly, so that was good. You can go all the way to your right-hand wheel track when you're doing a lane change.
So, okay.